Hello everyone and welcome to the Pokémon Plush Collection Update 2021. This year I've had a bit of a rearrange, so it's going to look a lot different to the past couple of years. There's been a lot of changes, obviously was in quite a lot 2020, didn't go anywhere, but that just meant that we ordered plush in from Japan and rearranged the plush that we have. So this is what I have done quite recently, actually, only about a month ago, because I knew I had to make this video. This is mainly the small plush shelf now up the top. It used to be predominantly Joe's shelf, but this is what we have. But I had to put Decidueye in the back because it didn't have anywhere for Decidueye, as well as the Japanese Litten there. We have the Katari plush, the Sleeping Cuties together, as well as a whole bunch of Pokemon Fit plush. No, that's the Sitting Cuties, isn't it? I can't remember. Some have Japanese labels, some have English labels, because we've got Ditto from the Pokemon Centre London. Absol is a recent addition, only last week actually, from Amazon Japan. And then we got a few Pokédolls there as well. I think School Bunny, the Jazzwurst plush set. This is a bit of a mishmash, but generally Pokédolls and small plush, just so we can see them and they don't get buried by the bigger ones. Now this ended up being Joe's shelf, and there was a bit of a pattern here. Sun and Moon, and whatever you want to call Meltan and Melmetal. The whole Ultra Beast thing, they all managed to fit on a shelf. The Poipole is actually mine, but I think actually it themes quite well. I'm so glad I managed to get them all in. It's typical. I quite like the small and standard size plush, but if Joe does ever want any plush, he gets the big ones. So yeah, that I think looks pretty cool. And as I go down, we have our new favourite Pokemon, Zarude. This is turned into the Zarude shelf. It was Zarude and Celebi, but we'll show you why Zarude had to have its own shelf in a minute. So you got the big Pokemon Center one, the Takara Tomy one, and the Pokédoll. And we got Crown Round. So we got a bit of space on the shelf. Don't know what else we're going to put here, but for the time being, I'm guessing there'll be more Zarude plush. So this, I think, would probably just end up being Zarude plush. This is Joe's plush, by the way. Joe wants all the Zarude. I can't imagine why. The Pikachu shelf hasn't actually changed. Obviously, there was no Pokemon World Championships to go to. This is actually exactly the same. So we got Boston, San Francisco, Anaheim, Nashville, Washington, DC, and London Pokemon Center. And we got a few more Pikachu at the back as well. This shelf really did change because it was getting a bit crazy. We have Ice Cube at the back there. Those are actually new, as well as Applin. I got those when Joe covered the DLC as a thanks for putting up with me during DLC. The Applin was for Christmas. And Munchlax found his way in there. And nothing else you haven't already seen. But this shelf was absolutely crazy. There's been about 20 plush that have been put away from these shelves, just either to sell or we like, but just a little bit too big to display. Haven't decided yet, but they've been put away so we can actually see what we've got, because they just kind of looked all scrunched up. And back there you kind of see the Torchic, which I got many, many, many years ago. Couldn't put away Reshiram and Zekrom because they are very special. Rotom Dex didn't have anywhere else for it, but Joe wouldn't let me put it away, and I wouldn't want to. Rotom Dex is pretty cool. And my little Beware and Stuffle collection, these were all kind of tucked away and hidden, but now... And you know what, I actually forgot I had that really big Beware as well, so glad I can actually see what I've got now. And over here, the new Celebi shelf. So Joe had a little Celebi collection on the middle shelf of the plush bookcase, I guess you want to call it. But it was getting a bit much. And last year, what with Celebi being in the movie with Zarude, there was just a few new bits of Celebi merchandise. So, we gave Celebi a new shelf. And I think it's worked out pretty well. You got the Tomy ones, the Pokemon Fit, the special Pokemon Center one. I can't remember where that was from. And then you have shiny Celebi everywhere. You got Pokemon Center Keyring, Takara Tomy. The Halloween one wasn't put back in the Halloween box. It's just kind of stayed out for this shelf now. So Halloween Celebi is here to stay. We've got the Pokédoll and the big Tomy one from a really long time ago. So Joe did want Zarude and Celebi to share a shelf, but unfortunately a bit too many for that. But yeah, now they have their own place. And because Celebi has its own shelf, Victini now gets its own shelf. I bought a few new shelves from IKEA, so I made some space in my section of the office, which gave me a nice spare shelf to put all my Victini merchandise. Well, the Victini and Celebi merch is still on its own shelf, but the plush has its own shelf. And, well, I haven't got that many Victini plush, unfortunately. So, we have Marill, obviously my favourite Pokemon. And we have the Fit plush as well. New edition with Absol last week, because Gen 3 just came out. We got the Azure there, which is very, very cute. So, I love having my little mouse and rabbit area, I guess. In the bedroom, we have just a few plush here on the floor. Well, they're usually a bit more spaced out, but for this video, I have put them all together to make it easier. We have Big Snoozy, the big jumbo Build-A-Bear, which a lot of people have been trying to buy off me, but it's not for sale. And it's very, very big. It usually just goes on the bed, obviously not when we're in it. We still have the Gen 5, it's so big, it's Gen 5 Tomy big plush that I don't know what to do with. The Power Action Pikachu, the Mew, Banpresto I think that Mew is, and the big Bulbasaur from the 90s, which one of my very first Pokemon plush, and I love it so much. And Ditto, which usually sticks out from under the bed because it's like a monster when you look under the bed. And that face is staring back at you. It's very funny. And, well, this is a cushion, really, but I don't know. Do you count this as a plush or a cushion? It probably is a cushion, but it's here for some reason. Starting off down in this corner of the living room, we have Mimikyu because it's an oddly shaped gap, and, well, they just fit there, and I don't know where else to put them. So here's the Christmas plush. Now I know what you're thinking, it's February, why are these not put away? And unfortunately we can't get up into the attic, it's a long story. The Christmas decorations are still out, but they're packed away, but well, I need another box for the plush because we now have so many Christmas themed Pokemon plush they can't fit in the Christmas decoration box, which is here. So that's all full. And down here you can see not all of them, but the Halloween decorations, and there are about 8 plush in there, like Noibat, Mimikyu. So yeah, there's a lot of plush in there. Here we have our 3 Detective Pikachu plush. We only have the Detective Pikachu, we don't have any of the other plush that they brought out. That's a lie, actually. The Snubble upstairs was a Detective Pikachu plush. But these 3 stay on the sofa because there's nowhere else to put them. And finally, the Build-A-Bear. It started in 2016 with Pikachu and Eevee. And they just kept bringing them out. And this is what's happened. I bought all of them. And here we are today. Oh, and if anyone wonders, the Eevee are both different. That one was one of the first when it was limited edition and it's got purple eyes. And that one I bought a year ago today because it was Pokemon Day and it does not have purple eyes. Yes, it does matter. Dragonite being the latest one out in the UK. I was putting off recording this video because at the time of recording, Mew is out in America and not out in the UK. And for some reason, the UK still doesn't have Mew. So I was kind of hoping to record this video when Mew is out so that this would be complete, but no, still waiting on that Mew. In the last year, we had Flareon January, then Jolteon I want to say was May, and Vaporeon the summer, and then it was Dragonite after that. So yeah, if you want to see what all the Build-A-Bear looks like, the standard ones, because obviously I got the jumbo one upstairs, that's the Build-A-Bear collection, which take up all of this sofa, which I did want to get rid of, but Joe made a good point. If we got rid of this sofa, then where are they going to go? And honestly, I have no idea. So that is my plush collection video of 2021. It's not just my plush, however, some of these are Joe's as well. And as I mentioned, a lot have been put away into storage for space. This is just what we've got room to display. Let me know in the comments what your favourite plush is that I own. What's your favourite plush? Is there any Pokemon where you collect every single plush they make of it? Let me know what your plush situation is. As always, if you've liked this video, press the like button, share with your friends, and if you haven't already, press the subscribe button for more Pokemon videos. And I'll see you guys next time.